Alright, do that. Check this. Alright. Welcome back to the final game of Friday Night Lacrosse. It is almost 8:30 now. We do have Clearwater Tide taking on this Rams team, but both these teams did play tonight and had blowout games coming off of the Rams beating Newport in a blowout and Clearwater beating, I believe it was a Tundra in a blowout. So both these teams are probably going to have the best matchup of tonight. But it all comes down to who will be able to produce the most shots, the best shots, and have the best goaltender. But we will go down to the field for the face-off. Ping does win the first face-off of the night, gets it back to his defender Caribou, brings it up to Peachy, tries to get it to Oronsky, but Newbie Woods does steal it from him. Looking up the field, looking for a pass to Ornaby, gets there, shot, saved by Zombie for his first save of the night. Aiming a long pass up to Ping, gets there, dashes towards the net, looking for a shot, shoots it, saved by Topwazes. Looking for that pass out, does get it to Toasted, takes his time up the field, looking for R&B, two above his head. Intercepted by Peachy, gets it back to Caribou. Caribou is looking for the pass up to Ping, gets there, a little short, but then he looks for Oronsky in the slot. Went a little wide, but he gets there. To Peachy in the slot, looking for a shot. What a goal by Peachy Pop for the Rams' first lead of the game, making it 1-0 in this first quarter. I mean, Topwazes did have him fooled. Peachy did have Topwazes fooled, I'm sorry. He was looking at the net in slot, but then he decides to dash around the corner, taking a wide open corner shot, which he just wasn't expecting that to happen. I mean, what an amazing shot by Peachy Paw. But this time, the faceoff does go in favor of R&B and Clearwater Tide, who does get it back to his defender, Spray 23. Gets it back to R&B. Gets it up, looking for Toasted, but does not get there. Turns it over to Peachy Paw, who is taking it kind of behind his net, but passes it up to Caribou. Blocked by R&B. Looking for that pass to Toasted just over his head, but he does get to him in the corner. Looking for another pass to Nubian slot, but Peachy just block it, but quickly overturned to Spray. Spray passes to Odin, shot off the top crossbar, picked up by Caribou, looking for Ping, but just turns it over to Newbie Woods. Newbie Woods does look for Spray, turns it over to Odonsky. Possible situation here, but Spray does come back up for that block. Toasted was on a possible breakaway, but couldn't produce a shot. Caribou stole it away. Quickly turns it over to R&B. Toasted on a possible breakaway, shot off the crossbar and in for the tie. It is 1-1 game with 1:26 left to go in this first quarter. I mean, it was just an amazing rebound. He had it right where he wanted to. It was an amazing pick, an amazing passing play. I mean, you just gotta watch that crossbar. It's a deadly shot to take because it could go, it could just miss wide or it could just make it perfectly like that shot did. But the Rams did win that faceoff, but Caribou quickly gives it back to Clearwater Tide. Looking back for R&B, who was an MVP candidate last season, but did not win the award. Got it back to Topwazes, but couldn't pick it up for a second. Spray does come back and picks up that ball, gets it to Toasted. Looking for Newbie Woods, gets there. Looking for potential shot, instead passes to R&B a slot. Looking for a shot, saved by Sabi. This goalie is one of the top goalies in the league and is not surprised facing this Clearwater Tide team. R&B does get it to Topwazes after a shot attempt by this Rams team. Toasted looking for that pass to Spray. Instead, Odonsky comes out, plays defense, and picks up that ball right in the middle. Gets into PG. 2-on-1 situation. It was a shot, not a pass, but Topwazes does get that save off. Gets it out of his net to R&B, who is looking for the pass to Newbie Woods, who does get there. Looking for a potential pass. Toasted jumps over the ball. Peachy turns it over, who dumps it in the corner. Zombie does come out of his net and picks it up. Looking for the pass down to Peachy. Gets there. Looking for the pass to Odonsky. Lost the ball a little bit, picked it up. Does a shortly fumble it to Arden. Toasted another potential breakaway past Caribou. Looking for a shot blocked by Sabi. Picked up by Caribou. Just dumping it down the field for the end of the first quarter. These teams are looking strong on both sides of the ball. Offense is looking strong for both these teams. Defense is looking strong. The only defense issue was Caribou on that one goal scored by Toasted. I mean, you just can't give up that pick and just have that wide open guy in the back. But for that PC Paul goal, I mean, you just really couldn't expect a much better shot than that. I mean, you just gotta look. He had to go tend to completely fold. I mean, you just couldn't expect a better shot or even a better goal. But both these teams do have four shots and one goal each. I mean, this is definitely one of the more competitive games that we actually had. I mean, it could still go either way. Both teams are showing that skill level to go either way. But Ling Ping does win this face-off. Who is looking for that shot by Ling Ping, but it was intercepted by Top Wazes. He is looking. Adonsky for a shot. He is looking. But Newbie Wiz does come for it, looking for the pass to R&B. Looking for a pass to Toasted. Shot saved by Zombie Mazagot. Get it up to Peachy. Does get there. The Clearwater Tide does have those defenders back though. Peachy Paul looking for the pass. But Arden turns it over back to Adonsky. Back to Newbie Wiz after it was stolen. That way it does get that save off. Looking for Toasted. Does get it to Toasted. Up to Arden. Up to a wide open Newbie Wiz. I mean, looking for the pass to slot for Arden. Bouncing it off the crossbar. Intercepted by this Rams team. Looking for that wide open breakaway. Straight with a potential pass. Blocked by Peachy Paw, I believe. Looking for Arden in slot. Just wide. There's a back in slot. Looking for a potential shot. Stolen away by Peachy Paw. Looking up the field for Odonsky, but it was a short pass. Odonsky for Ling Ping completes the pass. Back for Adonsky, but R&B was there for the interception. Blocked by Ling Ping. Ling Ping, potential shot off the post and in for his first of the night. It is 2-1 Rams winning this game. I mean, that was a perfect rebound. That was a perfect post shot. I mean, you couldn't expect a much better post for what he gave you. I mean, it just went right past him. I mean, they are putting up good shots, but they gotta start getting a short lead here. R&B does win this face-off. Who does get it back to Sway? Up to R&B. Gets it to Newbie Wiz looking for a shot, and they tie the game right back up. It is 2-2. I mean, it definitely didn't take long for Clearwater to get themselves back into this game. I mean, they quickly tied the game up. I mean, you can't expect anything better. But passing plays were nice. The shooting was nice. That goal production was just excellent. But Clearwater does win this face-off. We are just about getting to a minute left to go of this first half. It has definitely been a very entertaining and close game. PG ball up for Ling Ping. Gets the potential breakaway shot. Went right past Top Wazes and in. 3-2 Rams. You do want to keep this lead going into the second half because I do think this Clearwater team will come out stronger than this first half, but you never know. It could just be the whole other way around. But R&B does win this face-off for Clearwater Tide, who does get it back to Sway 23. Looking up for potential pass, gets it to Toasted, looking for a shot, and he scores again, quickly tying his game. I feel like when both teams are tied neck and neck, they do a lot of passing plays, they put a lot of time down as not scoring. But the second one team scores, it only takes the other team about 5 to 10 seconds just to put the ball back into the opposing team's net. But Caribou is now looking to play up the field, looking for that pass to Odonsky, but Toasted comes for the interception. Looking up the field, potentially looking for a pass to R&B, stooped away by Caribou. Looking off the wall pass for Odonsky. but just turned it over. Toasted, looking for a slot pass to Arden, gets there. Shot, saved by Zombie. Looking for a quick pass to Caribou, gets there. Caribou looking up, trying to just dump it out, but Newbie Boys was there to catch it off. Gave it to R&B, looking for Toasted. Peachy does come back to take it. Perfect pass to Odonsky. Flag pig breakaway shot, and he scores off the post and in. That is a goal we've been seeing a lot this game. We've been seeing a lot of goals that went off the post and in. I mean, these are just perfect shots you want to take. These are the shots that usually go in on any goalkeeper. These are the shots that are hard to save if you can master them perfectly. With 10 seconds left to go, let's see if Clearwater can tie this game. They do win the faceoff, gets it back to Sway. Looking for the pass to Toasted, gets their shot, saved by Zombie. And that will most likely be Arden's possible last shot. But that would be your first half. Clearwater is leading shots, but the Rams are leading in goals. This is the only thing that matters, is getting that win. I mean, they definitely do have to. This is definitely a very close game. I mean, one of the closer games of the season. We could be looking at a potential overtime game, but I wouldn't go that far yet. We already seen one overtime game happen this season. But both these teams are not out of it. The Rams are up, but at the same time, that does not matter with a whole 6 minutes left to go in this game. But it does look like they are making a substitution. Caribou is now off the field for fake Mr. Flimflam, who was also, I believe, an MVP candidate last season besides R&B, but did not win it and lost it to Legal. So Limping does get out to fake Mr. Flimflam, looking for that pass to PC, gets there, shot, saved by Top Wazes. Looking for the pass up to R&B, gets there, taking his time up the field, getting past Limping, looking for Newlywoods, but intercepted by Fake. PC 2-on-1, looking for Odonsky, gets there, Odonsky's shot, saved by Top Wazes. Top Wazes is sent it up the field, a wide open Newlywoods, looking for a shot, saved by Zombie. Recovered by Limping, looking up for a wide open Peachy Paul, gets it to Odonsky, looking for a shot, and he scores his first of the night. It is now a 5-3 game. Tons of shots from both these teams, but the Rams are producing more. I mean, you just gotta look. They are taking the most perfect shots they can be taking this game. They're doing right off the post. They're doing upper corners, lower corners. It doesn't matter as long as it passes the only thing in between scoring that goal, which is the goaltender. But Clearwater does win his face-off. Back to Dewey, the defender, looking up the field for the pass. Slot pass to Tosa, gets there, looking for a shot. Stolen away by Odonsky, looking for Fake. Gets it to Fake. Looking for Peachy Pop. Gets it back to Fake. What a pass to play. Shot blocked by Top Weezer and gets it out. Tosa with the ball, looking for a play here. Intercepted by Peachy. Looking for Fake and does complete his pass. Fake on a potential shot. And it just glides right past Top Weezers for his first goal of the game. I mean, the Rams are definitely starting to develop that lead they want to have. They are getting up their 3-goal lead. 1:49 left to go this quarter and a whole another 3 minutes after it. I mean, you just got to keep that league going and going and going. You just can't let Clearwater score one. They will get that momentum back and keep just pushing forward. So PC Paul does win that faceoff, gets it back to Limping, looking for the pass to PC, does make it up to Odonsky in the corner after a little overthrown pass. Trying to make a move out to PC, shot off the post and saved by Top Wazes. Looking for fast, gets it to Toasted, looking for Arden, but just turns it over, leaving on 2-on-1 breakaway for Fake. Looking for a shot, blocked by Top Wazers, picked up by Newbie Blitz, gets it out to Spray. Looking for a cross pass to Toasted. Does get it. Slot pass, looking for Spray, I believe. Did not make slot. Pass slot to Arden. Stolen away by Odonsky. Who just flips it back over to Newbie Blitz. Faked out Fake. Looking for a pass, but does goes wide in the corner. But Arden does go and picks it up. Looking for the slot pass, but just overthrows it. Peachy's just taking the space up the field. Looking for Fake. Gets there. Back to Peachy. Gets there. Shot. Right in the lower corner and in. It is 7-3 Rams. 43 seconds left to go of this quarter. And I mean, you just got to start trying to produce as many shots as you can for this Clearwater team. I mean, it was definitely a strong game, but with Fake coming on to the field, it just started slowly getting taken away from them, which is not something they wanted to really happen, considering the quarter's only 3 minutes long. But Clearwater does win this faceoff, looking back for Spray, but went right to Top Waiters. Looking for Spray again, but intercepted. Top Waiters looking up for another pass to Toasted, but turns it right back over to Odonsky. Looking for a shot, saved by Top Waiters again. Looking out for Toasted. Gets there, dashed up the field. Looking for a pass, stopped and stolen by Ligpink, who quickly turns it back over to Newbie Blitz. Looking for the pass up the Spray, a little over his head, but he got there. R&B slot pass, shot blocked by Ligpink. He's just dumping it down the field now. Newbie Blitz, 4 seconds left. I would just take a shot, but it was just overturned to Arden. It is a 7-3 game. I mean, you have 3 minutes, you need 4 goals for Clearwater tied. It is definitely very possible for this team to come back. I mean, you never really know what could happen. I mean, if I was this Clearwater team, I would start looking at potential changes they could be making. But also, they would kind of hold it off for the first half, so. The Rams do win this faceoff, who gets it back to Ligpink. Looking up the field for Peachy. Gets there. Tough fake. Looking for a shot. And he scores again for a second of the night. 8-3 Rams. This game is slowly getting out of reach for this Clearwater team. I mean, in my opinion, both these teams do have some of the best players in the league on them. But it doesn't matter as long if you can't produce on the team, you have to start making those changes that you need to do. I mean, you might have some of the top players, but sometimes having those top players won't make that much of a difference when you're going against players who are just better. Let's give a potential shot saved by Top Waiters. Looking up, on to be looking for that pass to Toasted, but just turns it over to Zombie. Back to R&B. Toasted is on a potential breakaway. Just could not pick it up. Zombie does come out of his net to get it. Looking for that high pass. Picked up by Newbie Blitz. Looking for Arden. Gets their shot, and he scores his first of the game. Cuts their deficit down to 4. 8-4 Rams still. Just over 2 minutes left to go. I mean, they could still easily wiggle themselves back into this game. They just need to start making these passing plays and producing more shots and goals than just having 4 goals. Arden wins the faceoff for Clearwater. Looking up the field, gets to Arden, looking for Toaster, gets there. Dash, shot, saved by Zombie. Looking for that pass out to Peachy, gets there. Gets it to cross to Fake. Looking for the pass to Arden, gets there. Shot saved by Top Waiters again. 1:40 left to go in this fourth quarter. Toasted looking for Spray. Completes the pass to R&B. Back to Toasted. Shot saved by Zombie. Rebounded by Fake. Looking up the field for Peachy. Gets there. Newbie Blitz does steal it from Peachy. Trying to do a little self pass. Toasted looking for Arden. Gets it. Gets it to Spray. Looking for Toasted, but this goes right past him. 1:15 left to go. You guys start playing more offensively here. You're down by 4 goals. You have a minute and 10 seconds left to go. I mean, if you want to win this game, you guys start playing those offensive and defensive maneuvers but it doesn't matter if Arnowski is just putting the dagger in his potential game. 5-goal deficit again for this Clearwater Tide team. I mean, it's not looking too good if you're a Clearwater Tide fan right now. I mean, it started off amazing, but then over the span of the last 2 quarters, it just started going down and down and down. Arden does win this faceoff, gets it back to Dewey, looking up the long pass, but this turns it right over to Zombie. Zombie looking up for Fake, gets there. Fake just taking a 3-on-1, doesn't matter. Shot saved by Top Wazers, up to Toasted. Looking for potential play. Slot pass to Sway. Shot saved by Zombie. Zombie looking up for Adonsky. Does get it there after it was a little overthrown. Looking for the slot pass to Fake. Dewey does get the interception. Throwing it up to nobody go. Because Peachy comes out of his net. Gets the Fake shot. Saved by Top Wazers. Up display. To Toasted. But just stolen away by Peachy Paw, who is looking up the field. 15 seconds left. I will say this game is definitely going into Rams' favor. 10 seconds left to go. It's just trying to not put that dagger and scoring that one last goal for the Rams team, which Clearwater would not let happen. Toasted one final shot that just goes wide of the net, and that would be the game. It would be a Rams victory, 9-4, and that will wrap up the final game of Friday Night Lacrosse. We will be back in action for my JBL games tomorrow night. But that would do it. I am your streamer and commentator, Dre Flemings. You were joined earlier today by Monster is Blue. You were joined by your referees, Absol Labor and Caribou. We hope you enjoyed this game night. And other than that, we will see you again tomorrow.